So earlier we entered an exam and patient information manually, and now this is the file upload process. The file upload, this is a template that we've actually created, and this is essentially the online form that you saw earlier, but in Excel format. We noticed that Excel was probably the most optimal format for uploading, and we've created some templates, which you'll see in a second, that show you, or if you were to do a file upload, you can create an Excel file of your own. I would recommend using our templates, if nothing else, because we created them, and if there are any sort of bugs in them, then they've been mitigated or eliminated as much as possible. So if you see in the top part, this header row here, so these are color coded, as you'll see, and for obvious reasons, the red one is a required field. The blue is conditionally required, and black are optional. Conditionally required in this case, using this example, we have the other ID, which I went ahead and put in as MRN here. Now, if there was no MRN or other ID, then we would need the Social Security. If we didn't have either the other ID or Social Security, then we would need the old or new Medicare information to go ahead and upload. Now, when you do go ahead and upload the file, you're going to name it like this: CTC _exam _, then the 4-digit year, 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and then a hyphen, and then the military time in hours, minutes, and seconds. So when it comes to uploading the information, you go to the same portion as before, virtually, and you go, instead of register new case, you're going to go into upload data. And as you see here, this discusses whether or not you want to upload in text or Excel format. In terms of Excel format, that's probably the one that I would choose, because it's aesthetically easier, and you can go ahead and massage data a little bit more. We do accept both formats. You can convert Excel into text if you want to. You certainly don't have to, because it's a process that we can do on the back end. So you can either download these two templates, but in this case, since we already have a file, we're going to choose that. And in this case, and again, kind of like what you were doing in terms of registering a new exam, this is just confirming that you're uploading to this particular site. Now, if you'll notice, so this column here is facility ID. Now, this is an optional field, but if you do have CTC exams for multiple sites, then you can go ahead and put in site A, site B, or the exam or the facility ID for site A and site B. But since we don't have that here, then you don't have to worry about it. So, and if it's not marked, then it's going to go ahead and upload accordingly. So it went ahead and uploaded. And as you see there, the introductory text discusses that it takes about 24 to 72 hours to process from the time that it's uploaded. It's sort of like a two-phase process. You upload it through the portal, and then we process it into the registry itself. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and check on the various uploads, you would go into data file process status, which is under here, and then it shows you the status of that upload. And when it comes to uploading, you can do pending, successful with warnings, successful, or rejected. You will not get a log when it comes to any sort of successful upload. It'll just sum up the details of the upload for you. If it was like a partial upload, or if it was an invalid upload or successful with warning, then you'll see these several options here. The data file, is something that's just basically the data file is considered to be the upload file. So you can either download log file or show log file. Depending on the number of errors, you could go ahead and do both. If you do download, it'll download into an Excel file that you can go ahead and mark up and re-upload, and you would use a different time or a different date in terms of that field. We're going to go ahead and do show log file, and that opens up a new window, and you want to go ahead and make sure the pop-ups are enabled for our site, and it gets into the discussion of what is valid and invalid. In this case, the MPIs weren't existing for this registry. So you can go ahead and either download the log file, or you can make changes to your existing file, as long as you rename it with a different date or timestamp and upload accordingly. Then you can go ahead and proceed. And that is how we upload a file upload through the CTC registry.